Thank you for taking the time to view this training session. In this session, we will provide an overview of Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure provides access to compute power, networking, and caching, all on a global scale. You can load your apps and virtual machines to run on it in an all-in mode or in a hybrid mode. Why are people going to the cloud? Why are people going to Microsoft Azure? They recognize the benefit of infrastructure as a service, or the benefit of a platform as a service offering, which includes agility, flexibility, and speed to market. They recognize the economic and scalability advantages of deploying into the cloud. Microsoft Azure is always up and always on, with a 99.95% monthly service level agreement, or SLA, that is monetarily backed and running in a wholly owned Microsoft-managed data center around the world. That's what customers see in Microsoft Azure. It's open and flexible. It's not just a .NET world out there. We support Linux. We support Java. We made an announcement around WebSphere on IBM and DB2. We already had the announcement around Oracle and Sybase. It's all-encompassing and it's hybrid ready. Especially with larger customers, they've invested in a huge infrastructure. They're not looking to you to rip and replace what they already have. But if they're looking to build something new, to add something new, to extend something, your expertise is what they want to come in and help them understand. We give you best-of-breed services on the cloud, on-premises, or in a hybrid model. What things can you build? In the infrastructure arena, you can provision virtual machines in minutes, from small ones to really large ones like the G Series. You can set up a highly secure virtual private network into that environment, so it's just an extension of your private network. You can take advantage of storage at 2 cents per gigabyte. That's cheap storage that you can use for backup, failover, or site recovery. You also have a massive amount of compute power. You can develop modern applications, whether that's a highly scalable website or a brand new marketing website. How long does a marketing campaign last? Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 months, and then it's done. So in the past, what did you do with that infrastructure once the campaign was over? In the old days, that was a big investment. Today, you just bring it down and stop paying for it. Everybody wants to go mobile with their apps. How do you extend your legacy apps into the mobile world? Azure is the perfect place to build the apps in the mobile space. We have support for iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. You can build your apps up here. You authenticate your apps up here. You do the back-end integration in the hybrid model. You can help customers gain more insight into their data. We have our own Hadoop adoption. Hadoop running on Azure is marketed as HD Insight. You have SQL databases now that inherently recognize a hybrid model. You can have a sophisticated SQL cluster with some clusters on-premises and some clusters in the cloud. You can also develop machine learning capabilities. Last but not least, you can manage identity, whether it's your own primary Active Directory, a backup disaster recovery site for your Active Directory, or you may want to implement multi-factor authentication. These are just a few of the things that you can do with Microsoft Azure. Thank you for taking the time to view this module. We encourage you to review the other Microsoft Azure sales training modules.